What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet again another Cold Front video. And what are we doing today? That's right, we're back to some good old Third Age Reforged. And today we have an amazing 4v4 on some desert map. I really don't know what it's called, but who cares what the hell the map is called? This is gonna be awesome. This is a replay sent in by Dar on Discord, DAAR, also his Steam name, I believe. So thank you very much for sending in, Dar, and I'll be happy to check it out with you guys. So what we have for you today, again, is a 4v4, two Arnor armies, a Haradrim, and a Gondorian army, versus four other armies, three of which are Dol Amroth, and one of which is Dar, who is Khan. Yes, Khan. And basically, it's just an amazing cinematic battle. Not too long, so that's I love it when people don't BS about it. They just go straight into it like a bunch of men and fight it out. They don't sit there and shoot them for 20 minutes. They're men. They fight. Whatever. Go watch the video. Let's get into it. Let's get these army comes out of the way so you guys can actually enjoy the fucking video instead of just listening to me talk for 20 minutes on end. Anyways, enjoy, guys. Now, let's go ahead and get right through these army comps so we can go ahead and get into this crazy little battle we have here. So first, starting off with the person who sent in the replay, and again, thank you very much, is Dar, D-A-A-R, as you can see there. He sent in a replay before, and he has sent in multiple replays. He is a great supporter of the Cold Front channel. Thank you very, very much, Dar. And, yeah, anybody's free to send in replays all they want. I prefer if you know replays bad, don't send it in to me, but I'll accept all replays and review them for you if you want, and give you feedback regardless whether I use them or not. So, on a tangent there, let's go ahead and get back to the army comp. So we have the Nurad Assassins here, and then we have the Nurad Windblades, Brotherhood of the Bow, and Brotherhood of the Lance. Brotherhood of the Bow and the Brotherhood of the Lance are very elite cavalry for Khan. Now we have 4 units here, the Nurad Footmen, which are the base meat of your army. We have the Brotherhood of the Axe and the Brotherhood of the Sword, which are your elite units for Khan. Again, infantry units. Nurag infantry, who the hell knows? Nobody cares. They look cool and they sound cool. Even if you do it like that. We got a bunch of bowmen here pretty much. And then we have the fodder of the army. We have the Nurad militia, who look like just a bunch of low-class assassins. Now, moving on to his teammate's side, which would be the one and only Sir JJ. I think I played with him once before. If I'm not, well, what does it matter? We have 2 units of the Dol Amroth swords militia. We have 4 units of the 3 of the Dol Amroth pikes, 1 unit of the Dol Amroth men at arms. I should have there's more around here. 2, 3, 4 maybe back there. No. Alright, so 3 units, so 3 pikes, 3 infantry, bulk infantry, which are these guys. We have 3 Dol Amroth archers. We have a catapult. We have the Dol Amroth halberts, or we had the Belfalas Marines, which are crazy, dangerous jabbies. Fuck those guys. I hate playing against them. We have some of the Talon Knights that are brought by Dol Amroth. It looks like he spent quite a bit of money on his elite units here. It looks like he has 2 units of dismounted Swan Knights and 2 units of the Talon Knights, which is hefty money to bring. He could have spent on something else. And he also brought the Tirith Air Wardens. So he definitely went a little more elite with his army and saved some of the resources for his elites again instead of spending on maybe men at arms. Now we do have some fire happening here, just open fire because he didn't turn it off fire at will, or he just doesn't care if it's on fire at will. But the next ally, the next Dol Amroth army, we have Khal Dragonborn. We see him quite a bit in some of these replays. He has 3 units of tier air marksmen. How he affords it, Cold Front does not know. Any good hits? Any good hits? Anything? Oh yeah, beautiful. Alright, back onto the army comps. We have 2 units of the halberts, 2 units of the pikemen. We have 3 units of the men-at-arms. We have a dismounted Swan Knight. 4 units of men-at-arms. We have a Belfalas Marines, catapult, Knights of the Swan, Knights of the Silver Swan, excuse me. They just look beautiful. There's no way around that. They are beautiful. The Doran Arundel Lancers, and then we have again another unit of those guys. These army comps are going to get really competitive. I'm not going to go super in depth with all the same army comps, obviously. So Do not get offended if I do not go in super in depth with your army comp. We want some Flame of Eladris here. Oh, who was that back there? Sorry. Yeah, I already said Cal Dragonborn. Good. Oof, oof, just to make sure. Don't want people to get offended. I want some Flame of Eladris here. I think using one of our replays before. We have 3 units of the Dolomoth Pikemen, 3 units of the Dolomoth Men at Arms, a unit of the Merchant Militia here, a Catapult unit, a Belfalos Marines unit, and then we have, of course, the Doran Eel Lancers. We have 2 units of the, well, we have a White Knights unit, which is a new unit we haven't seen yet. I assume this is his general, that or the Knights of the Silver Swan unit here. We also have another Doran Eel Lancers mixed in there somewhere. Now back on the other side of the field, directly opposing them, we have, directly opposing them, we have the one and the only, there it is, finally, good God. You can do it eventually, Colefront. We have Rules 1. Oh, I love Rules. And I love when he brings... I believe the first time I ever played a legit, like, online match wasn't with Rules. But my second one on Third Age Total War Online was a sub-commander battle with the developers of the sub-mod. And I think that was my 100 subscriber special. And he was the leader of the sub-commander when I played with him. So, good memories with Rules. Anyways... Enough reminiscing. 3 units of Hobbit Archers that he can slaughter off all he wants. He has 3 units of the Arnor Pikemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units of, yeah, 5 units of the Arnor Men at Arms. We have the Dunedain Bodyguard. Oh, beautiful. Let me get one close look on these Men at Arms. They look exactly like the Battle of the Last Alliance, Dagger Lad sort of stuff. I love their design. And of course, if you are a true Coldfront fan, you know that Dolomoth, of course, is my favorite faction in this game. We also have the Knights of Numinos. 2 units of those guys. He brought 2 units of Knights of Numinos. One of the Bodyguards units. We also have Dismounted Arthedae Knights, which is a newer unit coming in with the new patches. Very nice unit, 2-handed. A very high AP. Anyways, we have Juan coming in with supporting him with the Gondorian army, bringing 2 units of Gondor Knights. We have, what's up in front here? We got 3 units of the Gondor Archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 4 units of the Gondor Infantry. 2 units of the Citadel Guard. Let me get a close-up look on these guys. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful Gondor. But you've seen them before. We have a Trebuchet unit. We have the Sons of Argonath, which are like one of the coolest units in the game, in my opinion. I love the Sons of Argonath. Then we have the Wardens of the White Tower, which is also another nice unit. I mean, you can never get... The Warden armor is just so cool. That helmet is just so symbolic. Moving over to their direct right, we have their awkward ally, Savage Paradox, bringing Harad. For his CAV, he has 2 units of a Serpent Bodyguard unit, a Serpent Guard unit, and another Serpent Guard unit. Yep, correct. We also have quite a bit of archers here, so I'm just going to skim over this. We have a bunch of Haradrim archers. Then, of course, we have the Haradrim spearmen here. I believe he has some Ashari mixed in there, too. So if the Ashari pop up on the field, don't be surprised. I believe he does have some mixed in there. Now, moving on to his crazy, crazy army. We have Trollmen of Harad. We have we have Beast Tamers. We have dismounted Serpent Guard. And then they're all mixed in. They're like all mixed in as one big line. Just a shit ton of Serpent Guard and Beast Tamers. Serpent Guards and Beast Tamers, and then Trollmen on their flanks. Never seen that army comp before for Harad, but we'll see how it fares for him. Now, on the very far right of all this, we have Lost MJG, bringing another army comp of the Kingdom of Arnor with 2 units of the Hobbit Archers instead of the 3 that Rules brought. We have Arnor Peacekeepers. He obviously does not play Arnor ever. If you've played Arnor before, you know not to bring Peacekeepers. Peacekeepers are 1000% trash, and Arnor, never, please, never, ever bring them. Save yourself the trouble. Don't waste your money. Dunedain Bodyguard, we have some Arthedae Men at Arms, and I think it's it. He only brought Arthedae Men at Arms. Interesting. Oh, no, here there. Excuse me. 2 units of Arnor Men at Arms, and then 2 units of the Arthedae dismounted Knights, and then 2 units of the dismounted Dunedain Knights, and along with Arnor Knights and Knights of Numinos, which finally, completes the army comps. It's always a good feeling when you complete the army comps, because like finally I can get onto the juicy shit. So basically, I have whenever I do replay, I don't review the entire replay because I don't want to give it away, but Jesus, makes me cringe so hard at the beginning of this replay. He doesn't move his men into spread out formation or anything. Look at how many elite units he has clumped up here. I mean, this is the bulk of his army, and 2 units could be practically wiped down in 1 hit. And the amount of times that that catapult at the beginning of the game almost hit them is crazy. And I need to slow down because Rules is going straight into this shit. So basically, what I do, again, going back into this, when I get a replay, I review probably the first half of it, and then I let it off. After I review the first half, I decide whether it's good or not to go, and then I go ahead with it. So I don't spoil the ending for myself, because if I don't spoil the ending for myself, I can't spoil it for you. So that's why I do that. So I do know what's going to happen with this first flank. So Dar is going to go ahead and defend this little gap here, because there is going to be a lot happening on the other side of the field. That's what I'm explaining now, so you guys know you're not missing anything. Basically, Dar's going to form a defense using this around this little mountain here. He's going to form a shield wall defense with his militia here, and along here lining up with Sir JJ, where Kingdom of the Lost MJG and Savage Paradox will now go into a century-long archer fight with them, pretty much. While Rules is going to charge straight ahead into it, and then Juan hopefully will support him. So here we go with it. Rules is all out going in. We can see here that Juan Sunflame Ladrers is not going to charge out against him. He knows he does not have quite the army comp. Well, I know right now just looking at it, he doesn't have quite the army comp to beat Rules. And Rules is an experienced player, so he's just going to chill out. And they do have the high ground here, and I think they are going to utilize it to the best advantage. But one thing they do have is a shit ton of CAV. And that's going to be the big factor here. Who's going to have the better CAV fight? Who's going to do... There's so much happening right now. But yes, a lot of CAV on the field, guys. A lot of CAV coming from Dol Amroth. And they're going to work together and try and beat back Arnor's numbers with their CAV. Because, of course, Arnor does not have nearly the CAV that Dol Amroth brought. That's why Dol Amroth and Rules will definitely, Rules will definitely need Juan support with CAV and infantry if they are to take out this ridiculous amount of Dol Amroth CAV. It's actually smart on their part to bring this much CAV when it's an open field battle like this. It's really vital. CAV support's always, it's like bringing tanks in World War II. They're your cavalry. You got to bring them, you know. But the CAV is definitely going to be big here on this side. Rules will move up with his army slowly. I love when you move up slowly with with Column Rose. It's awesome. But he is going to move up and advance on him. And this is one thing I feel like in battles like this, yeah, you're going to have defenders and you're going to have attackers, but you should try and make it as even as possible. Rules, of course, is not going to be a douchebag and just sit in camp, so he's going to charge out against them. And obviously they want to maybe stay back and let them engulf themselves and then hit them in the back with CAV. So maybe that's not why they're going out, but I don't know. I've always feel like whenever you go into battles like this, you're not specifically supposed to defend. I don't defend. You know, you meet the enemy in battle. You don't, oh, let's just watch this. You don't, pussyfoot or beat around the bushes. You go straight in, you meet them in battle, and ooh, big charges over here. 2 Dol Amroth charging Swan Knights and Men at Arms and all the lot. They're charging all of them right now. And it is beautiful. And here comes support from Swan Knights charging into the Dol Amroth Knights of Numinos. Taking out quite a few of them. Good charge there. Knights of Numinos going to charge back in on these Knights of the Silver Swan here. But it's Knights of Numinos versus Silver Swan. I'm not exactly sure who's better in this situation. I would say they're about equal, to be honest with you. But I definitely wouldn't downplay the Knights of the Swan Knights at all. And they just have so much CAV coming in that it's going to be really hard to fight this. They're going to get a good charge here into the side, and they're going to continue to do stuff like this throughout the entire game. And he charged back in those Knights. There he goes. Rules charging him back in. Now, where is Gondor and all this? Where was Gondor when Rules attacked? I don't think Gondor has any. Yeah, he has CAVs. He has CAV. I don't see it, though. Where's the CAV support Gondor? Where was Gondor when Rules attacked? Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? And yes, they're going to charge straight into this. So basically what Rules' objective here is just clump up his troops and let him attack him. So basically he knows he has a very small infantry advantage. So he's just going to pretty much wait it out because You can't charge into this big blob because, of course, you'll get charged in the back by these knights. So you have to wait until your opponent engages you for you to really do anything. And so that's pretty much what's going to happen. He's going to have to engage him, and then it's going to be big for Rules, because Rules has just a ridiculous amount of men. Now, Rule did bring only men-at-arms, and although men-at-arms are a decent, like, infantry unit, you know, pretty balanced and good, they're still a lower tier. He is charging in his Dunedain Troll Slayers, who have emptied their ammo out on these Silver Swans. Trust me, he's not charging them in with ammo. But he is going to go ahead and rush for these Dunedain bodyguards in the back, and that's going to be big right here. This rush is pretty big. He's just barely slipped through. You saw the Knights of Numinos desperately try to close the gap before the White Knights could get in there. But they did get in there, and they are hitting them back, hitting their archers, which is huge. They need the archers to take out the CAV, and they are just slipping through the grasps of the Knights of Numinos. And here come the Dor and El Lancers to help pin down this Numinos CAV while he wrecks through Rule's background. And yet I still see... Where we go? Where are we at? Where's your CAV, man? CAV is sitting pretty in the back, not doing anything. Come on, Juan. Come on, Juan. You could be making a big difference right now. And there goes the Arnorian General for Rules 1, taken out by the Knights of the Silver Swan here in the back. And finally, the Knights of Numinos have been able to unpin themselves, but right as they can do that and get back to the General, who is now dead, they do let a charge slip here into the back, hard into their right flank, who he is trying to pull his Arnor pikemen around to try and countercharge them, along with his dismounted Arthedain Knights. But that's going to be devastating for this left flank here. That's big. And just after so much CAV battle, really Rules doesn't have the men to support a CAV battle anymore. He's done the best he can, and truthfully he's done too good for what he's had. Finally, Juan's moving in some of his knights here. And he's moving in some of his Gondorian infantry. Khan and Dar coming from across the map, charging in his Narad Windblaze, getting a great charge off there on the Gondorian infantry, taking out quite a shit ton of them. Good catapult fire coming in, and the Gondorian infantry charging a unit of 118. Oh yeah, look at this. That's just beautiful. So Dol Amroth is playing very well right now. I think either Rules charged in too fast, or Juan didn't support Rules fast enough. Either way, yeah. See, this entire left flank is almost completely fallen now, just due to the fact that they've run through here with CAV, and he's now coming in with Knights of Numinos. But all he has to do is charge right through this thin line of Rules men and just get right out the back. And if you charge through an enemy, you don't lose nearly as much men as you do if you were to back away from an enemy. Ooh, good shot right here on the halberds as a Gondorian charge comes right into him as his volley comes in. Oh, perfect timing on all this. You cannot ask for better time for these Gondorian infantry to charge into these unprepared and destroyed halberds. Quite nice. And Gondorian knights into the back of those guys. Make quick work of them. Some shots flying all over the place. Ooh, big shots here on those lancers. And I believe there was one more shot. Yep, right back here on the Dol Amroth men-at-arms. Not a bad shot, not a bad shot. The Tir Aerith marksmen are almost completely out of ammo. They've been big in this. Because Rules has not had the CAV advantage, he has to play defensively with his CAV, and he was not able to get into the back and mess up their archers in the background, so they have been able to just lay waste on the Rules, and he is just now starting to see the effects of it. And now that the Gondorian push on Khal Dragonborn isn't big, he has plenty of free troops to come over here and support the attack on Rules, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Some Black Root Veil archers trying to take in some White Knights, excuse me, trying to take out these Knights of Numinos here in the back. Now over back on this side, we have seen just the beginning charges of some Arthedain men-at-arms and Arnor men-at-arms into the Narad footmen who are holding this cavern, this valley here, this opening, this choke point. And as they realize, I'm gonna go ahead and slow down. So it's starting to become apparent, and you guys can see it's starting to become apparent that Rules and Gondor are not going to be able to win this fight against the strong defending armies of Dol Amroth. And it is sad. And I think a big part of it is that, it's two decent factions going up against each other. They're pretty much, I would almost say they're almost evenly balanced between each other. Maybe one has some stronger strengths than the others. I don't know. Dol Amroth is quite the strong faction, regardless. And the only thing I can think of is that when you have two equally balanced forces, but one's attacking a shield wall, you know who wins. So I think that's kind of what's happening over here. It's not no fault on rules or anything. He played an amazing battle, and he still is playing an amazing battle. Juan is still here to support him. So the fight is not over yet, but the overall fight for rules is starting to diminish. And that's my overall point to all this. Now, Savage Paradox and what's his face over here? Lost MJG, GVV, Mami, I don't know, is starting to notice this. They're going to go ahead and charge in. And I don't think they fared well in that archer battle. I mean, you are facing Dol Amroth with archers. That's not really the best thing to do in the world. But they are finally going to charge in the battle and take on Dol Amroth and the aiding forces of Khan here, who has a militia forming their base shield wall, supported by Narad infantry firing now onto the approaching Horadrim. Let's go ahead and speed back up to regular speed. Serpent Guard quickly moving across the front of the battlefield. Over here to the left flank to prepare against these, I'm sure, Brotherhood of the Lance here. Yeah, they're going to have to make some big defenses. Here's the Ashari I was talking about. There they are, finally. Those bastards were somewhere. Yep, now Dol Amroth men finally getting loose, being able to reroute it towards the Gondorian side. And the main holders now of the line over here is the Gate Guards. The Gate Guards are really holding what's left of this line. And the Arnor men-at-arms are really just diminishing very fast. Gondorian efforts over here are looking fair. That's the best way to explain it, is fair. He does have some extra. Does he have extra, actually? I don't think he does. That's all of his base infantry. Wow. I mean, Dol Amroth, granted, does not have much left. But they do have something left, and that is, well, something. So it is looking grim over here for the forces. Oh, good charge. Very nice. It is looking grim over here for the forces of Gondor. We're now chasing the retreating men-at-arms, or the approaching men-at-arms. We're coming over from the Arnor side of the field. Gondor is straight up attacking their good old Dol Amroth cousins. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, and here we go. The Horadrim are moving in. Arnor is peeking around this little mountain here and is coming around into the militia here. And here we go. Let's watch these Serpent Guard and Berserkers, or a tamer, beast tamer, do their work. Oh, beautiful. I love watching. Oh my god. You see this entire unit just get wrecked? Oh my god. Belfast Marines, too strong. Too strong, mate. Harad is moving in all over the place, and Arnor united against the common Dol Amroth and what are these guys again? Khan, yeah, that's probably right. Look at them just walking in here like bosses. We don't need to fucking run into you. We can just walk into you and you'll fall over, you pathetic militia. Typical cocky Arnorians. And again, the death of the Dol Amroth general. Serpent Guard here into the back of these Dol Amroth archers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Khan sent over his CAV to support the fight over there, so he has really no CAV left to support himself over here, and he's gonna feel it. He's gonna feel it hard. Holy motherfucker! Look how much troops that just did. Look how much death that just dealt. Good job on that. Now, they are pushing here on the far left with Trollman and Hashari. They are pushing for this catapult. They really, really want it. Honestly, they could probably move this unit around and punch right through this hole. Or even move in. Oh, there's Dar with his Brotherhood of the Bow coming back. Rushing across from the other side of the field as fast as they can. The Windblades are already here. They're trying to stop these Serpent Guards from wrecking their backfield. But they're already doing it hard. You saw they depleted this unit of Belfast Marines with 34 men. These Serpent Guard and Arnorian... excuse me. Are wrecking these Nigeria infantry. Trollmen over here are attacking militia, and Brotherhood of the Sword moving in to counteract those Trollmen of Harad. Wow, a unit of 60 routing. That's crazy. But yeah, see, when you have peacekeepers, this is what happens. He could have spent the money on men-at-arms or something else like that. But again, you're charging a shield wall. There's not much you can do, honestly. What I would have done, I would have punched right here, all my units right here, and it would have forced his shield wall to wrap around my units and then I would move in my CAV or other units to hit them in the back and surround them. Something close to that. And if that didn't happen, at least I'm only attacking a few units. I'm helping punch through a hole through the middle, and they're not going to form around me because they're too scared of, well, what I just explained happening. Belfast Marines, dismounted Swan Knights, Telfalos Marines, I already said that though. What are the Talon Knights? That's it. All conforming on this one unit of dismounted Serpent Guard. Beast Tamers are losing against Halberts. Losing all across the Haradrim front. Losing all across the Arnorian front. This just does not look good, but is nonetheless beautiful. Such a beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that. The riflemen now push through that gap and are coming around. Smell Arthurdane Knights. I don't even think see it coming. Don't even see it coming. That's the worst part. Catapult has now been silenced just now. It's already done its damage though. The archers are moving him to help protect it. And wow. Victory for Dolomorth Men at Arms against Serpent Guard, Hishari, and Beast Tamers. I think the Beast Tamers is shit actually. Don't bring Beast Tamers. That's the moral of the story. Don't bring Beast Tamers. Bring he should have brought more infantry. He needs infantry to support his Serpent Guard. Serpent Guard are good, but only when they're supporting infantry. Knights of Numinos caught unawares by the Brotherhood of the Lance, who are wiping up the Serpent Guard here in the back. Look at them all just spread out like that. That was beautiful. Are now going to run down these Knights of Numinos, who seem to be doing practically nothing. Back here on the Gondorian front, they are now on the defensive. The Citadel Guard are trying to hold back these Dolomorth Men at Arms, while the Belfast Marines are just ripping into their Sons of Argonath here. It's truthfully scary, to say the least. Oh yeah, that's horrible. I don't know what they're firing at. Is either the Sons of Argonath or these archers here. One of the two they're firing at. Citadel Guard holding their flank. And not much Dolomorth men left, but enough to make a difference, you know. Rules, all he has left is this unit over here, Gate Guards, and some Dunedain Bodyguards. And 2 Knights of Numinos still fighting till the end. And pretty much it was almost a 1-for-1 between rules and this army over here. Oh, I would say 1 for 1.5. And what's left of Cal Dragonborn's, that's all that's left is Cal Dragonborn's army. And that's going to wipe up Juan here. I don't think Juan has enough to defend against him right now. And Arnor is separated from another unit of Swan Knights, fresh Swan Knights. Yeah, there's no way they can do it. It is impossible. Meanwhile, Beast Tamer is sucking some major dick over here. Sucking on the long schlong over here, getting their ass raped by Dolomorth Men at Arms somehow. Why? Who knows? They're Beast Tamers. Oh, this huge blob of elite Talon Knights, dismounted Swan Knights, Pikemen, Belfast Marines, all like a huge bukkake of Dol Amroth men over here, had just killed all these, except for one Serpent Guard who was right there. No, never mind, he's dead. No, he's alive. He's alive right there. Never mind, he's dead. Are now free to go attack, and yeah, it's falling apart very, very quick. Put it like that. Dismounted Dunedain Knights are surrounded by Brotherhood of the Sword and Brotherhood of the Axe. That is not something you want to be surrounded by at all. Dismounted Dunedain Knights trying to rush in to help them, but they're going to get blocked by Sir JJ's halberts and Dar's infantry, or well, more like archers, who are now charging in. Charging what he has left. Dunedain Rangers charging in to unseemingly ending odds, you know, bad odds for them. What we got here? What's happening back here? Oh, this is the dismounted Arthurdane Knights did turn around with the support of the Knights of Numinos to take on these Narad infantry from Dar, and they do a quick work of them. Anyways, they do a quick work of them. Shari archers moving around. Dolomorth men breaking by the wayside, and the Beast Tamers again sucking on some long shlongs over here. Trollmen still holding on, of course, because we're all fucking Trollmen. You should have brought more Trollmen. You should have brought more infantry with then Serpent Guard to support that infantry, and then Trollmen to be your heavy hitters. But I'm not going to tell you what you have to do. I'm just saying. Would have been nice. And yeah, Dolmarth is wiping up the floor over here, but still quite a bit of troops actually. I did not expect the rules to be alive still, but he is still alive, kicking and fighting all the same. Belfast's Marines out of ammo, now moving in against the Citadel Guard over here, who are still very, very healthy, so that could be an upside-ish. 2 units Citadel Guards, pretty healthy. Gondor Citadel Archers and Gondorian Archers still fighting. Oh, there goes MJG's general. There goes the last Arnorian general on the field. I don't believe the Haradrim general has died yet. I think all other generals have, though. Sons of Argonath now charging in against the dismounted Swan Knights and the Wardens of the White Tower, excuse me, now charging in to flank these dismounted Swan Knights, and the catapult crew is rushing in to the rescue. Catapult crew for the win, getting shot down before they even get there. Poor bastards. Look at their screams. It sounds pathetic. They're like, aah. Poor catapults. Swan Knight's definitely losing here. He needs to charge in something quick, but I don't think he has anything. Huh. Never mind. This is actually looking very up for Dolmarth for some reason. Why? Who the fuck knows? I am so confused. It's actually like starting to look up a little bit for Gondor. I think they have a fighting chance. What the hell? I mean, they're gonna. I mean, ultimately over here, I don't see it. Over here, there's too many Dolmarth troops. Harad and yeah, too many. Yeah, they did not do a good enough job on this side to match what they did on the other side, and they're gonna pay for it in late game. I mean, you see, they did quite a bit of damage here. Pretty even exchanges though. Here was pretty good wreck, but still, there's too much Harad. I mean, too much Khan left and too much Dolmarth left on this side of the field. I think they'll make a difference. And there you go. Cal Dragonborn marching his dismounted Swarm Knights back over, and there goes the Haradrim general. Now all of the generals on the rules side are now dead. Cal Dragonborn charging back over his dismounted Swan Knights. Ooh, look at these Gondorian Knights, 4 against many. How brave of them. Cue Mary playing, singing the song. Pippin, excuse me. Cue Pippin singing as they charge into the dismounted Swan Knights. Yeah, you gotta hit these guys fucking hard right now. This could wreck up your day real fast. I mean, you guys have some chance left. These guys will make sure you have no chance left. Shoot them down. Yeah, never turn your back. He just did, no, don't turn your back to arch fire. If you know you're gonna hit by arch fire, charge it straight in, or charge sideways. You never turn your back. Never turn, oh, Brother of the Bow, Dar, you bastard. And again, 3 Gondorian Knights coming back. Again, cue Pippin singing. Citadel Guard getting ready to defend. And again, defeat seems certain for these Talon, dismounted Swan Knights over here. And I believe they were Talon Knights, weren't they? No, just dismounted Swan Knights. Who still has ammo over here? Nimrodel Archers, 28 of them. You bastards. Sneaky little bastards. How is Arnor? Dead. Makes sense. But hey, they put up quite the fight. I'm not going to lie. They put up quite the fight. Gotta commend them. They're still fighting this late game. I'm pretty sure they lasted longer than the other Arnor army, which is pretty impressive, to say the least. They are still, now they're trying to focus fire on these Brother of the Bow. Really, there's too much all around to defend against. There you go, 2 players admitted defeat. That must have been Harad and Gondor. And there you go, replay finished, it appears. That is it. That is the end of the replay. They all admitted defeat. They understood that there was no point in continuing this battle. I mean, they knew they would wipe up a little bit here on this side after, I mean, they would take big hits from this Knights, or the CAV. And then they'd have to go against a whole army over here. So that's really, there was no point. No point at all. But that nonetheless was an amazing and extremely cinematic battle. I love that. I loved that battle. Great job. Great job. Thank you for Dara for sending it in. Thank you for everybody who played in there. Thank you all for the support on the videos. Let me know if I can do anything else for you guys. Anything you might want, just join my Discord so you can leave suggestions. You always get videos sooner. Well, not technically sooner, but technically sooner. by like 10 minutes maybe. You get 10 minutes earlier on the videos. Um, you get sneak peeks on everything I'm doing. Everybody on my Discord knows what's happening for any of my subscribers do. And you can send me suggestions and stuff through there. You can also send it through my email. You can send me replays. Again, I'll check them all out. One kid sent me in a replay. He said, "Hey, this is my first battle. Can you check it out for me?" Ultimately, it wasn't good enough to be a replay, but regardless, I helped him with his strategy and stuff, and just gave him a general review on how he played. And I mean, I'm more than willing to do that if I have the time to do that for you. Of course, that was a couple weeks ago, so I had a little bit more time. But again, thank you for everybody who sends in replays. Thank you to Dar for this replay today. Thank you for support. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Get out of here and go watch another one of my videos. That's all I care about. So you're enjoying my videos, man. Peace out. Have a great day, guys. Coldfront signing off.